The provided Apex class and Visualforce page implement an ActionPoller functionality, which updates the date and time on the Visualforce page at regular intervals. Apex class ActionPoller 1. The class ActionPoller 1 defines a property dateandtime of type dateTime with a getter and setter method. It includes a method named datetimemethod, which updates the dateandtime property with the current system date and time using System.now. Visualforce page. The Visualforce page includes an Apex, forma containing a Apex, pageBlock with the ID IPBD. Inside the pageBlock, there's an Apex, ActionPoller component. The action attribute points to the datetimemethod action method defined in the Apex controller, which will be executed at regular intervals. The reRender attribute specifies the ID of the pageBlock to be refreshed after each poll. The interval attribute specifies the time interval in seconds at which the action method should be invoked. In this case, it's set to 5 seconds. The page also includes a dynamic binding dateandtime to display the current date and time. A text message at refresh 5 minutes indicates that the page will be refreshed every 5 seconds. Functionality. When the Visualforce page loads, the dateTime method is called, updating the dateandtime property with the current date and time. The Apex, ActionPoller component triggers the dateTime method, action method every 5 seconds, refreshing the pageBlock, reRender equals PB, to display the updated date and time. Usage. This setup allows users to view real-time updates of the date and time on the Visualforce page without manually refreshing the page. It's useful for scenarios where dynamic content needs to be displayed periodically, such as live data updates or real-time monitoring. Overall, this implementation provides a simple way to incorporate automatic updates into Visualforce pages using the ActionPoller component.